And in general, Rubik Venge to me feels like kind of a weird. Yeah, this to me feels like it's such a good punish of this like combo of supports, right? Because they're both like sort of squishy-ish. Venge a little bit less so than Rubik, I would say, but like sort of, you know, ranged spellcasters from far away that want to kind of keep their distance. Like Venge can get in there, but it's mainly as a way of like saving or trying to be crazy with their initiation, just die. And like Tiny's just like, all right, I'm gonna run in there and kill people. I like this as a 4 Tiny. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that's what we're likely to see here too. Tough call here from Omegalil. They don't have the 10th pick this game, so like this is the point where they need to decide what they want. Like Morphling is coming to mind in terms of like another ranged hero that can at least benefit from the aura and can kind of play the game that you're forced to. You'd have the swap save as well, so it'd be a pretty hard hero to kill.
Okay.
But then, you know, Morph and Void kind of goes both ways in some regards.
Right.
Because, you know, you have Chrono. He catches you when you're not attribute shifting, then bad days.
I wonder if, like, Voids... Have you seen many Voids go at any point in Echo Saber or anything like that?
No, because I think you just can't afford to with, like, the Aghanims and everything.
Yeah. I was just thinking about how cool that might end up being with, like, since it now builds into Silver Edge as well. Like, sometimes Voids go for a late game Shadow Blade or something. I don't know. I guess it's still probably not good enough.
Con like their magic combos from their other Void games. They like the dump a bunch of crap into the Chrono sort of strategies. Like they've opened a lot of their drafts with Snapfire and Void even when there's no Phoenix. And they're still just like, yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Radiant team pick.
Hello, gonna go back for the Fishman. Okay.
Wow. Big team fight into big team fight. You know, speaking of Snapfire, I feel like
Dire
I was kind of
team
laughing at
pick.
Snapfire Titan. Someone get back to me and see if that's cool.
Ooh. Snapfire
Darkseer, though.
Hunter.
But anyway, Darkseer, they use this a lot with Faceless Void, so I think this is something that they're kind of prepped for.
Okay.
Maybe I should just say they pick it a lot, but they've also played
10
with Faceless Void.
seconds
But like,
remaining.
you guys have probably seen these two. I feel like we see Darkseer and Faceless Void in the same
5
games a lot
seconds
because you
remaining.
can abuse it from either side. If you're
Right.
against the Void, you can vacuum people into it, and if you're on the same team, obviously you can Ion Shell the Void and then vacuuming as well. It's a really good Veil game. They have so much magic damage on Con. Holy.
Yeah, I think this is also one of those Darkseer games that you often like. There's so many Darkseer games I feel like where you just pick it and then there's like very few stuns that go along with it to play with vacuum. Ice
Yeah,
Path is
seriously.
amazing. Just vacuum right on top of it, and it's easy setups for
Dire
stuns.
team back.
And then obviously, as you mentioned, Ion Shell. But they're going to go for the AM on Omegalil, and a lot of communication coming out right afterwards. Who was that? It looks like it's
It's naive.
Naive
Laughing. It's like,
Pikachu.
aha.
it's like good idea, guys. Let's see how
10
it works out for
seconds
you.
remaining.
So benefits, it's Animation to Darkseer.
Yep.
5
That's a
seconds
classic
remaining.
counter, but it is a Darkseer +1.
Right.
So it's not
Radiant
completely
team
free,
back.
and you have Avenge, which I wouldn't say is like the #1
Dire team
support
back.
for for an AM rather.
And if you can get to level 3 on Darkseer, you can actually pressure the AM kind of well with the Ion Shells.
Radiant team
Can
back.
be a little scary. So we'll see
Dire
if they can
team
sort of
pick.
shut them out before that point. But Ember Band as well as the Invoker.
Kunkka and Invoker. What are they banning for? I mean, Invoker just combos well with Tidehunter, and Kunkka
Radiant team
not allowed to
pick.
be picked on the same team as Tidehunter, so that makes sense. So they get a Yule's hero. Some downsides. She has to be worried. Like, Yule's won't save her, but it's very good aggressively this game versus, like, purging of the Surge for any hero that's trying to be saved. Catching Faceless Void, either in the Chrono or maybe before he
10
Chronos.
seconds remaining.
Has really long range, gets bonus attack range.
5
There's a lot of
seconds
heavy
remaining.
lifting for the Tide this game. I feel like he has to take a crazy amount of damage because he's the only person that, like, wants to be a target.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we talked about how it was like kind of an interesting Darkseer game, but also now you have like the wall into with the AM illusion after picking it, which can be really annoying to deal with. And like,
Yes.
I don't know, man. This is looking a little tough. Do you like the Lena pick at least?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a blind Lena pick. I'm pretty sure played this a lot at the start of the league. I'm pretty sure it was them because they also run it for Vampire. Maybe someone else I'm thinking of too. But there were a couple teams where Lena was like a first round pick as we started, and then she started to fall off a little. But she's still one of these heroes like, even if a Viper gets picked, at least you're kind of okay.
Right.
Speaking of which, Viper seems kind of nasty here to stop the Kraken shell.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're on mid tiny.
Oh shit. This is looking awesome. I'm actually so down.
Yeah, I'm very into the space cap.
Oh no. Surged up Iron Shelled Spirit Breaker running mid. Lena is going to need to beware around that 5 to 6 minute mark.
Annoying thing is that if you're playing this AM, you have ideas, right? And you have to play the game based on what you see on the minimap, and you're trying to like counter the opposite side of the map, and all that goes out the window when there's a Spirit Breaker, because it just changes the gap for that you need to like leave between yourself and the enemy, and then it starts putting a lot of the game into vision.
Well, we will have to see how they do here. So far today, we have had a 2-1 and a 2-0, and based upon these drafts, I'm kind of feeling like it might be another 2-0 afterwards. I am very worried for Omegalil.
Yeah, they have like, I don't know, they have Chrono and they have Wall, but I just see this Ravage and I think, my God, what do they do when Ravage is down?
Yeah.
Like, they don't do anything.
Yes, that's true. I mean, so let's try and get a little bit of sort of, a little bit of confidence here, because otherwise Starega's going to be just eating people up throughout this game. But what do you feel like they need to do on Omegalil to sort of win this? What's their path to victory?
Ooh, I mean, Sunlight needs to pop off without question.
Okay.
Very hard. I think this game with the Spirit Breaker, because it's a constant nuisance. But you need a seriously threatening Lena.
Okay.
Like, Kellen probably has to join fights earlier than he's gonna want to. Like, he needs to get a little bit lucky with the early mana voids, where you just show up to a fight and you hit like a 3-man mana void on a Darkseer and you just magically win a team fight, like it's an anime movie or something.
Right.
He kind of needs that to happen.
I like that idea, because like you said, even if it's just Sunlight moving in there, like all of those heroes are hard to kill. You got Spirit Breaker, Darkseer, Void, Tiny, and then probably the easiest person to kill on that team is going to be the Jakiro, who's he's nothing to slack at either. He's a big old tanky dragon guy.
Prepare for battle.
Oh man,
game is going to be very interesting to watch.
I just don't see the damage. I actually don't understand how Omegalil are going to do damage at like 20 minutes. Like, what if there's a pipe on Darkseer?
What if?
I mean, I know it's a wild item pickup for a Darkseer. But
yeah, I agree.
Like, Rubik and Venge are just like, Rubik needs crazy good steals this game. He needs to steal like Ice Path and Macropyre in every team fight.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that. Just steal Ice Path.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to see how it goes. John Doe going to give Naive a couple of those little punches there on his way on out.
One for the super aggressive ward.
Interesting. That one just outside of vision there.
30 seconds
That's a courier killing ward is what that is. 'Cause it doesn't even give you like the right-hand side of the tower,
Right. Yeah. It's an interesting one. I feel like I've placed that ward there a couple of times and I've like accidentally placed it within tower vision.
Yeah, that does happen. It's because if you place it a little bit closer but still outside the ring, it actually is still within true sight.
Yeah, which is bizarre.
Yeah, it doesn't line up perfectly.
Kellen.
I wonder if they were just making sure that they didn't swap lanes on them. And they were trying to, that must be what it was. They were trying to ensure that the Darkseer was actually top.
Right. Which he is. And they will realize that. Meanwhile, trade-off of runes, I believe.
Is John Doe dead?
Uh-oh.
Another dual breath.
Yeah.
Why didn't Venge take stun and stun the Jakiro?
Fairy Fire trying to live desperately, buy as much space as possible. John Doe, the greatest.
Oh my god, because Venge did the math and I didn't. That's
the
why.
Greatest.
Clearly.
The best around. Nothing ever gonna get John Doe down. Well, early goings here. Gilgear taking 1 point up in Bash. He is just going to be a big creep for the moment, trying to get whatever damage he can out onto Kellen.
This is really good, though. Like, the fact that Happy didn't have to take the stun, at least, and then is able to get the Wave of Terror. They just want to try and right-click down as much of this mana right now as they can.
Yeah.
Just try and ruin the lives of Gilgear and Cheshire Cat.
Well, and, you know, to be honest, though, they are still going to be, I think, able to get into the Soul Ring. I guess it depends on how much CS he gets here. Gilgear healing back up afterwards, looking for a bash down to Kellen, not able to find it. As they're still contesting pretty effectively here in this lane. Ooh, but a good deny. Well done. Mid lane. Haven't talked about it that much. 3-0 right now for Pikachu versus 6-4 on Sunlight. You say he needed to pop off. He's already starting with it.
Yeah. A good opening for him. Also just kind of whittling down while holding onto this Dragon Slave. Maybe eyeing up that level 3. It's a potential play. Pikachu forced back. Low on the old tangos where there's still a salve on Sunlight. And has the bottle for Pikachu, but it's only a minute 48. So he does not have a lot of faith in his CSing over the next little while. I feel like he's already grabbing his bottle.
Yeah, that is a little unfortunate there. Interestingly enough, we also saw the Darkseer. Looks like he's trying to pick up a bottle himself. As Pikachu takes some more damage. Sunlight trying to force him back.
Unfortunately for them, Spearbreaker cannot charge to the well, or else that would be really good. You know,
amazing.
That would the ultimate bottle crow.
Dude, you know what would be amazing if you like get the shovel creep just to live and just chill.
Yeah, then I was just starting to think the same thing. If you dug the shovel creep first thing next to the trees.
Oh, I like it.
But then how would you see it?
That's true. That's the hard part. You need to drop a ward then afterwards.
A lot of commitment.
Play.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, it's a big wave pushing in under the tower here, and Tidehunter's going to get a lot of this. Malik's looking to have a pretty good game, at least at the start of this. 12 CS already for the Tide, and I don't know. That matchup against the Void, how does that feel to you?
In terms of like the actual lane or the game?
The lane.
In the lane, I think you can see the Black Archangel blocked off the hard camp. He's trying to make sure they didn't get the stack up because in the lane, it doesn't really have anything that's good for Faceless Void, right? It's more like consistent damage over time through the Anchor Smash every 6 seconds, whereas you have Time Walk every 24 at the beginning, and then it whittles its way down. So if you're trying to just like straight up fight as the mid lane, Sunlight, it's a little bit low there. Seems all right though. You know, you don't really get to benefit from anything that Void has. So in that sense, it's good as the Tide. Right now, it's going really well, though, because they're doing a good job manipulating the QPlay. So now you can't just, like, hide under his tower. Man, Sunlight gets hit by the tree, too. Pikachu, these raindrops, the only way that he can stay in the lane. Now that 4-minute rune is coming up, but Sunlight with a full bottle, I don't think Pikachu can contest.
Yeah, this is
They're going to try the charge, though, and they're also rotating the... All right, we got a lot of heroes mid. We got 5 heroes.
He just ran out of the... Iron Shell, though, and a regen rune gets picked up! Sunlight! Unreal. Gilgear does get 2 bashes.
Just keep going, dude. Just
there's no way.
Believe.
They have a mango on the Spirit Breaker, throws out the tree from far away. That breaks the regen. Super important, but Gilgear eventually going to go down. Sunlight drawing first blood.
Pop the regen, but yeah, getting first blood, I'm going to call that not worth the giveaway. So well done.
Yeah.
The Sunlight there, and that's the start they need.
Definitely. Exactly what they
Tide alone down bottom here. It doesn't look like they're going to chance to punish. No boots on him. Going straight for that sustaining Morbid Mask with the Anchor Smash.
Going the
HP.
0-2-2 build. I haven't seen this in a while. The 2 points up in Kraken Shell. I feel like I almost always see a point in Gush.
They have no aggressive potential, really. Like,
yeah.
It's with a Rubik, it's not very likely you're going to kill the Jakiro unless he gets super greedy.
That's fair. Well, they keep the pressure on, able to get the bounty rune on John Doe. No bashes for Naive, not a single one.
I'm really surprised he didn't jump for that. I mean, I know he's telekinesis, but you were getting some serious math going there.
Right.
there was a chance, but Melina maybe just a little bit too worried. So Sunlight will come back, grab that. Now he's going to be fully topped up here. But Pikachu's also full health and HP at the very least with a full bottle. Trying to get to 6. Sunlight, yeah, better back off here.
I mean, the other problem is that he's still at 0 armor also. Up top in the meantime, he gets some pretty good damage there. Gilgear was trying to prep the bashes, couldn't quite get it out.
Yeah, haven't been a backup here in a while, but Ark having a great start here. AM, 34-5.
I mean, Omegalil are actually just winning 3 lanes right now. They're kind of killing it.
Gotta keep that momentum going. That's like the most important thing.
Right.
The drafts do not matter if you win 3 lanes. Right? That's the big thing. And I think the bottom lane especially was a really impressive one so far because it's all been about the creep manipulation.
Right. Yeah, totally. And just really solid plays with that, as Black Archangel going to take some more damage, but they won't be able to find that kill. TP rotation coming from Pikachu. They see this, though.
Yeah, that was a really
Omegalil.
awkward TP.
And they are
toss-
going to go for some body blocks. The bash, what they needed. Avalanche afterwards, the toss. The combo is there, but do they have enough damage to bring down the tanky Tide? He's just walking away, and in fact, they have to back out. He can't kill him.
Is under attack.
Unreal.
Yeah, they were scared of the potential sunlight rotation. I'm not sure. Yeah, they actually didn't see the power rune either.
Yeah.
I don't think, because I don't see a ward there. So they might have been thinking that sunlight could be hasted down there or something.
Actually managing to clip Pikachu there
Yeah,
with
that was nice, huh? Got a
Dragon
raindrop.
Slave.
The last raindrop in fact.
God, it's so important that Pikachu just get that 1 point up and grow. Like, if he had that 0 armor with DD going, just get chunked. And even as it is, Sunlight's like having an unbelievably good game. He said that's what they needed, and they're doing it. Top network across all 3 of those lanes.
Yeah, likewise, you know, I think we were a little bit more keen. I agree Spearbreaker's fun, but it was looking better when it was like, okay, it's going to be like the Tiny and the Darkseer, and then they decided to put this Tiny mid, which rather than picking like a more stable mid, I would view Tiny's a bit of a riskier one.
Right.
Like, obviously Pikachu's pretty comfortable on the hero, but they could have picked anything.
Yeah.
And they really wanted the Spearbreaker instead. So the benefits of that is that it means in the mid game, just because they have a lead on Omegalil, it's not going to be super safe, right?
Right.
Because you're going to have that potential global charge to not allow the Animage to play the way an Animage wants to. Man, I swear, he's been so low so many times this game.
Run! Sure cat! It blinked back up at 7. That's not going to be it, then. Gilgear gonna go for a charge here onto the anti-mage.
Oh, he's what? You're like 1 XP away, dude. You don't have Chrono.
That's not quite where they wanted it. And Kellant, they're just gonna lose him anyways. Oh, naive. He needed that XP real bad. Unbelievable.
It's like, well, I can't go bottom, and I guess I'm jungling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Dude, a 4,000 gold lead at 8.5 minutes. Omegalil are killing it.
Yeah, they're destroying right now.
What the hell? And this is like before Ravage comes on. Like, granted, the team fight that comes out from Khan later is ridiculously strong. And Cheshire Cat now going to try and run him down, but he gets really close to level 6. Not quite there. Now double Iron Shells, but the lift coming from John Doe. Surge up afterwards.
Right now of this Ravage. He's just trying to kill the wave.
Beat him down. That's all that they need. The chance to turn it back around. The Fade Bolt is there. Dude is getting so close to level 6. He gets it right there. And now they have to back out afterwards.
Run.
Dude. Keep running at me. It only makes me stronger. Good stuff so far.
What is Pikachu buying this game? I guess nothing yet, because he is broke as a joke. Lowest of the cores on that Tiny. Now, Sunlight, I wonder if there's going to be a question of bots or Yules. I feel like the Yules is just like too good versus Spearbreaker.
Naive. Mana Void. Oh, one more punch gets the kill. They take down Gilgear 0-4 with the Anti-Mage killing the Faceless Void. And, well, back towards mid, they try and get a return kill onto the Lina. Not going to happen.
They tried to charge the Lina mid, and he just got telekinesed into a Laguna.
Oof. John Doe, chased, has stick charges, tries to live, but it ain't gonna happen. Managed to steal Avalanche and throw it back at Pikachu. In the meantime, the tower goes down. 6,000 gold lead at 10 minutes.
Yeah, they have an Invis Rune on Pikachu. He's gonna TP bottom, but that means they're thinking they're gonna try and set up onto the Tide?
I don't know, man. This is so far off the rails.
Here. 800, why?
Oh no, it was right
Why
there.
did he go so early? Oh, the tree
Because he had the Ion Shell. I think that he wanted to get the extra damage, but Mal just turns it back around. Now the lift up. They still have that Spearbreaker charge through. It's not going to be enough damage. They have to cancel. Pikachu gets jumped on. They blow him up again afterwards. They steal Avalanche. Yo. This is bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Breaking the game here.
Radiant structures.
Now
are
it's
fortified.
it has flipped.
Radiant's
I
bottom
thought they would be
tower
off to
is
the better
under
start,
attack.
but now it comes down to the cooldowns of the Radiant team. Because when you're in the
Radiant's
behind
bottom
position like this, you
tower
start thinking
has
things like,
fallen.
okay, now I'm the one who needs the good chrono, and the AM is the one who
Dire's
can just
top
be on the
tower
map
is
farming the
under
whole
attack.
time.
Right. I mean, there definitely is still that comeback potential with this lineup that they've got, but they need the damage. And, well, they've got level 6 now on Spirit Breaker. Do they have a second Iron Shell now? They do. Charge comes through. No Ravage available. So the continued beatdowns are there. If they want to, they could even use the Chrono here. They don't want to have to use it, though. Malik eventually gets brought down. Naive gets the kill.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think that was super free.
And super
Dire's
necessary.
top tower has fallen.
They will get a tower for their trouble. But still, Omegalil, the
Radiant
one's in the driver's
structures
seat.
are fortified.
Charge. Avalanche toss afterwards. John Doe. Try and pull this one through.
Taking that Yules.
Stun is
Oh,
there.
I missed
Good
it.
play. Stealing the Iron Shell to turn it back the other direction. John Doe gonna get bashed. Sunlight trying to get the finish there on a Pikachu. Able to dodge away to the side. Now have they gone a bit too far? Ice Path is gonna land. Now the toss in with the Chrono available. Mana Void blows up one almost. They try and drop it. Now Chrono gonna land
Nice
barely
Chrono.
on to the Anti-Mage. They managed to get that kill, but now AM, he's going to blink away. Too afraid of what could happen. Oh no, he goes in. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, he went in.
Cheshire Cat's gonna die. Now looking for more. Who else can he find? Black Archangel going to get ran down, beaten to death. And can't find any more afterwards.
I do really like that even though they're winning, he's still joining the fights. Because I do think that's still a requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunlight got caught being a little greedy, as he said. So also just narrowly missed the charge through on the Spirit Breaker, which would help break up. So Killgear trying to save Pikachu there.
Yeah. Well, and this is like it's all without Ravage. So this, I do really like the way that Connor playing this, where they're trying to get as much done as they can whenever that spell is on cooldown. But now it feels like it switches back the other way.
I mean, that's a 13-minute battlefield with Treads and 2 Wraith Bands and a Magic. Think of how farmed our last AM was.
Yeah.
This was like 16 minutes with Treads and 1 Wraith Band.
It's true. Smoke up now, though. They have wall. Pikachu. No Blink Dagger. They spot Kellen. Charge comes through. A good combo. Wall down afterwards. That's a huge kill.
And the neutrals did not get it. That would have been awful. I was a little worried there.
Sunlight.
They do have the AM illusion too.
Gotta be careful
really
here.
nice.
The toss up. No, not gonna go for it. Malik still has Ravage available. Toss him on the Sunlight. Now try and run away with everybody else. Pikachu gonna get surged away. And no Yules there in time to help him. So they get the kill, they get out. They force a bunch of rotations too. This is space for Naive to farm.
And they have an Invis rune too with Chrono coming back in like 45. So they could try and set up using those two together.
All right.
Likewise, though, they are going to smoke their way up top. They've got the scan. They know where Naive's farming. Mirrors basically exactly where the AM was killed on the opposite side of the map. And is he going to jump down to the river?
Oh, God. Hello. I'm dancing.
Oh.
And he's dying.
Tower is under attack.
Bottom. They tried to go on to Kellen and almost got the kill there, but couldn't quite finish the job. Pikachu still hunting, hoping to find the AM, farming back and getting greedy. Oh, that
Oh,
ward.
she's going, though.
Yeah.
They keep hunting.
I didn't quite see it. And there's a sentry ward here now. But Pikachu's going to get that bounty run. So good play there by Kellen. Super necessary.
Yeah, holding this 8K lead.
I mean, how significant of a lead is this right now? Or are you like, do you have any hope right now for Khan really in the way that the game is going?
I do, just because of their draft. Like, I think that Lena is just not a great hero for like trying to carry a mid game like this. I think it's really hard. I'm always very impressed when Lena players do this because I just don't think it's very easy to execute.
Oh my God. John
that was
Doe.
close. He
That was
almost got it.
really
Dire's
awesome.
middle tower is under
But good
attack.
save there by Pikachu.
He almost has Atos. That was a build we saw for quite a while. Last year or so. Like the Atos rush. As Black Archangel will go down. It feels like this is what you need on Lina, though, and it will get easier with the Boots of Travel now finished, but this idea of just, like, constant pickoffs.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Well, and they
attack.
do have good heroes to try and do that on Khan as well, particularly once the cooldowns are used. As Gilgir going to come and steal some of that creeps that Malik was getting ready, the Ion Shell. Love to see it. And we'll try and get some vision out across the map where there are a bunch of dire observer wards in the Radiant jungle.
Does feel like there's a lot of kill pressure on Khan right now, so probably going to see another smoke soon. They're going to be looking for these charges. They've got one target now into Lina. Now, he always knows that he's going to get Yules unless he gets like a really good fogging. Yeah, I mean, look where
Yeah.
Sunlight standing.
I mean, they should know then that there's a ward there. Like,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and they're going to get the D ward immediately. So that's pretty good for the side of Khan, but still, things looking pretty solid for Omegalil. Now instead, charge up top, spot out Kellen.
Another ward, though.
This will be an interesting one. They do have Chrono available.
Radiant's
They have
top
Swap,
tower
too, though.
is under
Already teething
attack.
up there just in case.
Yeah, it just feels like Omegalil are one step ahead of what Khan are thinking constantly.
Yeah, the thing is, you can charge across the entire map right now with
Radiant's
Spirit Breaker
bottom
too,
tower
but
is under attack.
you know, you actually do need assistance for these kills. Can't do it yourself.
Right.
Pikachu is still trying to finish his first damn item on this mid tiny. This mid tiny just did not work for them, man.
No, it really didn't. I mean, Spirit Breaker is definitely their hero. We've seen a lot of it, but it does feel like maybe they got a little bit too cute there with that last pick.
I thought Earth Spirit was his hero.
It does Spirit Breaker too,
Oh.
unless I'm mistaken. Let me double check
Well,
that.
Gilgir's Earth Spirit's really nice. I'll say that. That's the one that's impressed me the most from this guy.
But at least for now, 18 minutes in, still a 9,000 gold lead. It hasn't been increasing too significantly, but I mean, it's pretty relevant. Is there like a big item difference yet between them? Vlad's done. I guess really it's just going to be that Manta coming out relatively soon as well.
And Lina has 2 items, and Tiny just got his first.
Yeah.
Pretty big items. Bots and Yules.
Dire
Yeah, but they're
are
like, you know,
scanning.
they're sort of pseudo items, right? No.
Yules, I mean, I'm not on
Dire's
Lina.
top tower
No,
is under
okay.
Yules is
attack.
pretty busted on Lina. And
Well,
versus
I meant
Spirit
more
Breaker.
like Boots of Travel, I guess.
Well, I mean, that changes the game, my friend.
Okay, I'm with you.
Cross the map.
Uh-oh.
Like you're Magellan or something.
Eve Magellan? Wasn't that a terrible commercial? Do you remember that?
Magellan? Yeah, Dr. Joel. You Magellan?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
To get the kill.
I don't think they ever managed to work in Magellan, though. They didn't quite have the same pun levels.
I think they did. I think it was like, you
What,
looking
like
for
he-
something? And he's like, yeah, like Magellan. It was terrible.
Oh, that is pretty good. I thought it was going to be like a comfort thing. Like he was so comfortable circumnavigating the globe in his Dr. Scholl's Magellan.
Avalanche toss again onto the big fish man. Naive thinking about going here. They have Ravage available. Got to be careful. Hit that timing. Chrono is there. But I don't know, man. Yeah,
this is a
it's
big
spooky.
X on this one. 5v5 is not good with double swap still up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
This lineup, like for all the negative things I thought about their lineup, it's really good when you're very far ahead because the Tide can actually play Tidehunter. In an even game, he wouldn't be allowed to be so tanky up front like this.
Gilgir gets everything thrown into him. Chased down, but still living, barely. Okay, Pikachu pushed off. They already get the Light Striker Ray out. So maybe there's a chance here for them.
They're still looking for a good steal as well onto the Rubik. And they
GG
get
Rune.
unlucky with the rune. Yeah, Sheshka will just grab it away from the Lina.
Nicely played. So it's sort of, you know, playing footsie with them back and forth.
They're going to farm so much slower in this game and Lina with bots, though, so if they're not getting kills, it's just putting them further behind, I believe.
That's true. And that's, I guess, part of the strength of the Tidehunter, too, right? It's like he can just sort of be there and say, you can't fight me now.
Yeah.
Or ever, really. In fact, he might just beat on down the Jakiro here. Look at how much damage this is doing. What a bully.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gilgear TPing in. Not scouted on the ward. They do see all of these heroes now. Looking for Jane Doe. Able to find the stun. Oh, the Atos to stop it, though. Now stealing time dilation. Swap out. Control has continued to be there. Now he's still trying to run him down. Yule Scepter lift up, purging everything away. Light Striker right into the Ravage Laguna Blade. Combo there. No chrono available for this fight. Now Avalanche toss combo. Trying to bring down Doe. They still haven't killed off the Rubik. They swap him into the Macro Pyre. It doesn't matter, though. 3 dead. Now Cheshire Cat just trying to surge away. Get out of here. But they're hunting him down. Kellen on top of him. Does have the Manta afterwards as well. And GG's called. They're done. They've had enough. Can't handle it.
Yeah, they just got rolled in all 3 lanes and crushed in this game. Very impressive from Omegalil. The team who had the Darkseer and the Spirit Breaker was like, man, I really like this draft before they picked Spirit Breaker.